Hey everybody, it's me, Gary. Um, kind of a relaxing day. I've got the day off from work. Um, it's let me show you here. See if you can see it. It's snowing outside, and I'm working on the Lego set of the Walt Disney World Railroad. I don't know how long this video will last. But I've been meaning to get back to all this. It's hard when it's hard to come up with content. Let me just get to that right away. Or at least I think it is. Because I want this to be basically a theme park oriented YouTube channel. And especially, as of course you all know, I'm a huge Disney nut. So I haven't been able to get down to the parks since last October. I'm also still a Disney travel planner. I'm not going to lie, business has been a little slow for me. Wow, I've got some colleagues, though, that are doing amazing at the travel agency. That's the Denville Travel Company. And you can check that out on my Linktree link that's attached to this video. Anyway, I've got to get back into that, and I am. I mean, I never really left. So if you're interested in talking about Disney vacation, Universal vacation, because I tell you what, in this weather, why not, let's talk, let's chat. I had a client who basically just went down for overnight to get a dose of what was going on down there. So why not, I highly recommend it. I'm thinking about doing the same myself. I'm also just thinking about, making the move to warmer climates too. So wouldn't that be amazing to live somewhere near Disney World or something? That would just be awesome. But yeah, so, I have what I have here, and so I'm working on the Walt Disney Railroad, and we're right now, as you may have seen, I've got the you can see what I've got done there. I've got the engine and the coal tender and the exterior passenger car. And now I'm working on the interior passenger car here. And I'm just doing a little bit at a time because I find this relaxing. And it occurred to me, I have many friends who are into building puzzles and stuff like that. And some people think, or maybe they don't think, maybe I just think they think, that a 53-year-old man who plays with Legos, come on now, really? But you know what? I am a 53-year-old man, and I do consider it playing with Legos, but in a way, I'm just doing a puzzle. It comes in a box. It's got several thousand pieces, usually. I mean, the sets that I like. I mean, there's sets that just have a few pieces, sets that have hundreds of pieces. And, so the pieces come, you have to make it look like the pre-designated image it is. It's a three-dimensional image, though. And then the only other difference is that you get instructions. So I'm kind of digging that. And right now the instructions are telling me to find sticker number 8, and I did. Sticker number 8 says 106. And 106 needs to be, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself though. But when I get to sticker 106, 106 needs to be put on one of these single bricks. I think that's just called a 1, or it might be called a 1x1. I'm still learning all the Lego lingo. The Lego lingo. I've done a lot of builds. In my apartment right now, though, I currently have this build that I'm working on. I have Cinderella's castle over there. And then I have Grogu and the Mandalorian. Now, those are the only builds that I have together at the moment, because the other builds I've put together and I've taken apart just to be able to have room in my apartment, in my little apartment. I like to tell people that I live in... Sorry about that. I like to tell people that I live in a garage as opposed to an apartment, because actually this is a garage. It's a 2-car garage that my landlord, Andrew, has converted, and maybe he bought the place like this, I don't know. But it's been converted from a 2-car garage into what is loosely called an in-laws apartment. So yeah. So this is where I live, here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Yeah. So, and it's, like I said, it's a snowy day here today. So that's why I'm doing this. And look at that. Okay. So step 7 of this book done. Okay. Now we need 7 more of these guys. So that's 2. That's 4. That's 6. And that's 7. And we put 1 in there. Okay. Oh, wait, wrong way. Needs to go up and down. You can go up and down or side to side. There's like, it's like vented kind of thing. And then now we need to take old number 6 sticker. Place that on the brick, and we did. And then we need to go down, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and put in a single brick. And see how that just kind of evens out then. And then we put in the horizontal, or the next vented brick sticker, and then down, and we turn the page. Anyway, so not exactly sure yet when the Walt Disney World Railroad is going to open again. As you know, it was shut down so they could put in the TRON ride. And the TRON ride is in the... well, Space Mountain is in... Obviously, Space Mountain is in Tomorrowland. And that really is the southeast corner of the park. It's actually, it's funny. You don't think of it being in the southeast corner, but you look at it as the crow flies, or from an aerial view. Because you look at the hub and you think, that Tomorrowland is due east. You know, it's like Fantasyland is up north, and Main Street USA is to the south, and Adventureland is to the west, and Tomorrowland is to the east. Well, so if you go to the east, and then when you go in, it's all kind of really cocked a little bit, because when you go in straight into Tomorrowland, you get the feel that you have to go to your left. So once you go into Tomorrowland, you go to your left you go straight back, straight in, and then to the left to get to the queue for Space Mountain. Well, Space Mountain, and then from Space Mountain, behind it and slightly to the right, I guess you would say, is where I'm sorry, my brain right now, TRON is. Okay, so as you might remember, then the train goes all the way around the park, and it goes around the back side of Tomorrowland. Well, to make the TRON light cycle ride, they have gone past that, the boundary. There was a fence, and then the train, and another fence, and they've gone past that. So they're kind of heading towards Bay Lake Tower and the Contemporary Resort, and in that corner there is the TRON light cycle. So the train comes around, and an old Western train like this, how would that really look in Tomorrowland, you know? I mean, in the past it was okay because it was on the other side of a, what do you want to call it, a mound, a plateau, oops, excuse me. Something look, if you're from the area of Virginia I lived in, it might look kind of like a readout. But anyway, so you don't want this, you don't want this train going through Tomorrowland because it's the wrong time period and everything, you know. This isn't Westworld or anything, it's Disney World. So they came up with this great idea to create a tunnel. And I think how it's going to work now, I have not seen any artwork for it, any art director renderings or anything. But I have a feeling as you leave Fantasyland Station and all that, and the circus area and all that, I have a feeling you're going to enter a tunnel that looks much like an old Western tunnel in the side of a mountain or a hill. And you're going to enter that, and you're going to be inside that tunnel the whole time the tunnel is going through Tomorrowland. And it'll be underneath TRON, because if you've seen any pictures of TRON, the track and everything, it's all way up in the air. It's pretty cool, actually, this whole canopy setup and everything. And let me know if you guys haven't seen it, because I'll try to find some artwork and put up to it. But yeah, so it's all up in the air, and it's in this big building. I don't know how many stories it is. It's got to be at least 5 stories, so 50 feet at least, if not higher. And all these canopies, like I said, and everything. So anyway, so the train will pass through that tunnel on the outer perimeter of the Magic Kingdom. And that tunnel will then come around the corner that I refer to as the southeast corner of the park. And it'll make the slight gentle turn, and it'll come back in and meet up with the track that's going into the Main Street Railroad Station, or the Main Street train station. It's the Disney World Railroad. But and it'll reconnect there. So that then you'll have this flawless, like, going from one train station, passing through a tunnel, staying in its own time period, and then coming into the Main Street station. It'll come out of the tunnel and come into the Main Street station. So you won't have that feel like we hopped into the future at all or anything, I don't think. I mean, who knows what kind of artwork they might put on. Maybe they might show some steampunk or maybe Jules Verne inside the tunnel or something. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if it was like some kind of 1800s kind of steampunk Jules Verne kind of stuff about the future. But, or it could just be a dark tunnel. But yeah, so the train station now is also behind scaffolding, and they always do these great drops with this not perforated fabric, but it's kind of a meshy fabric that air can pass through, so it doesn't blow over and act like a big sail. But it also usually has the building on it, painted on it, so it kind of blends in, kind of like camouflage fabric. In a way, it's like Disney urban camouflage. It literally looks like the building that it's up against. So it seems like that kind of refurb is happening at the train station right now, whether it's just painting or rebuilding. I would imagine, since it's actual wood, and I know Disney's real good about maintaining things 24/7, bringing in a swing shift at night and all that. But the stuff on the station, well, it probably went up in 71, or the bulk of it went up in 71. So, and so there's probably wood that needs to be reworked and repaired and all that up there. So that's probably a reason for that refurb. So anyway, so that's why, so the train's down now for that. So when, I'm hoping it's probably be during the 50th that they would open the train station again. I've read reports and stuff. I'm not exactly sure the TRON ride is going to quite open up for the 50th. If anything, it may be towards the end of the 50th. The 50th starts this summer because it is summer of 2021. Right, no. The 50th. Because it was 71 to 2021. It's 50 years. Yeah. Wow. He can do math, too. Not really. But anyway. So we got that going. So hopefully this summer we'll see the train ride come back. Or the railroad. I'm gonna check on that. So that's why I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a little feel of that back? So I got the train here. I'm building the train. I really wish Disney and Lego would get together and come out with a monorail kit. That would be sweet. Lego has some high-speed trains and other trains, not really monorails, I guess, but they've got those kits, but they're not the Disney monorails. Up here, I'll show you, up there on this shelf, up there, you can't hardly see, you can kind of see it. I've got the blue monorail Pez dispensers. And what I did with that was, I got two of them, and I used double-sided sticky tape and backed them up to each other. I'm not really keeping Pez in them. I just have them up there as the monorail. Yeah. But this is my table here at the window where I work on my Legos and stuff like that. At Christmas time, this is where I had my Christmas tree and all. As part of my major in college, and I told you in one of the previous videos, my major was theater design and technology. I was fortunate enough we had a model building class. Oh, I love that. I love building models. I don't get a whole lot of time to do it lately, but I'm trying to get back to some of the things that made me happier in life. You know, even if it was a class on how to build models. I mean, how great is that? And I like I said, I like building my Legos here and all that. Working on that kind of there. But yeah, this table, I had it across the room there, and it was great for a while. It's where I built. It was across the room. You might have seen in my Instagram. Maybe I did a YouTube of it. I built over there is where it was, and I built Cinderella's castle over there underneath my schematic photograph of Cinderella's castle. Uh, but since I've had this over here in front of this window, I like being able to sit here, do this, look out the window, see outside, even if it is a very snowy day today. I'm not a big fan of snow, but I can deal with it okay when I'm inside, looking out at it. But yeah, so getting back to it, the railroad, I'm excited about that coming back. I'm excited about TRON opening. That'll be way cool. I'm not a big coaster guy, but I do love all the Disney coasters. Actually, I like all the Disney thrill rides. They're kind of just my speed. The thrill rides, a lot of the thrill rides at Universal are friggin' awesome. Now, I haven't been there in a while, but I've seen them online. They look friggin' awesome. I've had friends work on them, so for one reason, that's why I think they're friggin' awesome. But I have, years ago when I was there last, I rode some, and they scared the woohoo out of me. Like, I don't think I would ever ride Incredible Hulk again, because that was just, I had one continual vowel movement the whole time I rode that ride. That really scared me. And because of my size, I don't fit in the coasters well. I need to work on that. And I know every video I tell you guys, hey, I'm working on the weight thing and all that. And then I seem to forget about it after I get off here with you guys. So I do need to work on that. It is affecting, it's affecting how well I can play at theme parks. And so, yeah, so I don't get into the harnesses too well for coasters. But at Disney World, I seem to do pretty okay. Rock and Roller Coaster, I love. Space Mountain, I love. Tower of Terror, I absolutely love that ride. Just because it's, I don't know, for me, it's more like the Tower of Silliness. Because I just go up and I go, woo, and I laugh the whole way down. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. If any of you haven't had a chance, well, I'm sure there's a lot of you that haven't had a chance to get to Disney World. When you get there, and again, just to plug myself, I still am a travel planner, Disney travel planner with the Denville Travel Agency, the Denville Travel Company. I should get that right, the Denville Travel Company. It's funny, I just coming up on my screen here, just as I said that, something from Denville popped up. Anyway, let's get you down there. And what I would like to do is get you on to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I loved that ride. I have only been on it twice now. I was fortunate to be there the morning it opened. There's a whole video about that I have on my YouTube channel. And I really, that's my next big thing. If I am not living down there when they happen, I need to figure out how, I need to get my calendar out and figure out how I can get down there for more ride openings. Because that was just the neatest experience in the world, was to be there for ride openings. There's cool merch if you're there. Just the all-around experience. I met a lot of my favorite YouTubers there. It was just a all-around great time. I met, oh my goodness, I met so many Imagineers there. And I'm not gonna say, I mean, I know Imagineers. I have some that are my friends. And when I say met this time, I mean, I just got to shake their hand back when we could shake hands, because it was pre-COVID. And and I got to say thank you for doing what you do, because it makes my life so much happier. I really got to meet, if you're a Disney fan like I am, and you've watched the Imagineering story, as it got into the newer generation of Imagineers, I had an opportunity to say thank you to most of them. They were there, and it was just cool when the ride came back into the queue, or came back into the station. They were all there clapping for all of us as we got off, and it was odd because I appreciated it, but I went down the line, and I think I probably looked pretty silly. I went down the line and took my time to thank every single one of the Imagineers that was in line. Because in a way, it was like going to see a Broadway show, and at the end of the show, the cast in the show would clap for the audience, for them making it through the show and being there. Whereas, normally, we clap for the cast because they did such a great performance. Well, the Imagineers, they put this ride together. They did such an amazing performance that I thought it was rather unusual to have them clapping for us, the guests. So, I took my time, and I got to meet some really cool people, and just had the opportunity to tell them thank you, and I appreciated what they did. And a couple of them said that meant a lot. I know that meant a lot to me. But anyway, that was the opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which was almost a year ago now. We're getting towards the end of February, and that was the beginning of March. Wow. A lot's happened in the last year, hasn't it, people? Mm-hmm. So anyway, so I'm excited about getting back down there. I'm excited about getting you down there. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it on this video for now. But let's see what we can both do about getting back down there. You know, let's make a pact. All right, we're gonna make a pact to each other to get down there to experience Disney World and everything it has to offer now. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna take time to get out of here. It's about lunchtime. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll do a live stream later or something, or I'll be back sometime soon. But until then, just remember that you have a friend in me. That's right, in me, Gary. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.